Hey there, welcome back. It's time for story time. What can I say? You know, like you heard from my last video, we're getting ready to put the house on the market. So I got my chores to do. So part of that is taking down all the things that make the house special for us, including decor, things like that. So I was removing decorative panel from a closet. Oh wait, let's go back. Okay, so like 6-7 years ago, we had to have the house repiped. I don't know if it happens in the rest of the world, but in Florida, our water sucks. It eats up your pipes. So they ran new pipes. So they did it through the attic, down through the walls. Okay, and then a few years ago, I put up this decorative panel. I used brad nails to put it into the wall. You see where this is going. So you would think a few years ago, if you hit a pipe with a brad nail, you would have a problem. No. Hit the pipe, and for some reason, it kind of sealed itself. So we were good for years. Guess what happened when I removed that brad nail? Bingo! Psh. And of course, it's Saturday night at like 8:30. So I run outside, I shut off the water main to the water to the house, go back in, start cleaning up the mess. Saturday night, I'm not going to get a plumber out. So I called, make an appointment for them to come the following morning. Called my dad, because isn't that what everyone does? And I knew the first thing I had to do after I got all the water sopped up and everything pulled away was I had to take down the drywall. So I didn't want to take down too much drywall because drywall is awful. I went through, cut it all away, and I'll include like right here the picture of the hole, the teeny tiny little hole, okay? That teeny tiny little hole caused World War III. Now, thankfully, when they installed the pipe, they went down through the ceiling. It was crooked because my brad nails were straight down, or I would have hit the pipe all along the way. But no, it was this one little hole. So then the plumbers came out and they had to fix this much of the pipe on a Sunday morning. Yeah. So after that little bit of bill, I had to clean up the drywall. It had to be drywalled. It had to be taped. It had to be mudded. It had to be sanded. And then next, because we're in Florida, the walls have to be textured. You can't have someone buy a house where all the walls are that knockdown texture and you have a smooth section. So as I've been going through my projects, I've been learning how to do this. So I just get this knockdown texture. Hopefully you can see if I cover my face. I got this one at Lowe's. It really wasn't much. And I practiced for a while with it. And then they actually have a knockdown knife, which, honest for truly, it's just a squeegee. But, you know, whatever. So, I figured we'd go over the instructions first. Oh, let me show you a picture of the hole in the drywall when I got done cutting it. Because you can't just remove the wet stuff. You've got to go a little bit further than the wet stuff. Plus, you need a section to attach the new drywall to. So make sure when you're doing this. Oh, and did I tell you the shop vac issue? Lowe's closes at 9 o'clock. This happened at 8:30. By the time I got the mess cleaned up and realized, oh wait, I threw out my shop vac because it caught fire. Another whole story. So I run over to Lowe's. They had just closed. I'm like, I need a shop vac. Oh, and okay, it's gonna be full of tangents. And I had to call my wife at work. And those who know what she does know that's an issue. Because when the water went, psh, it was in the closet where she keeps all of her uniforms and all of her collectible stuff. So she had to get off duty and come home. and help me with all this. So while she's on her way home, I'm like, well, shit, I can't get a shop vac at Lowe's. So I had to go to Walmart, pay like twice as much, but I got a shop vac, came home, did that, got everything cleared up. Had to rip away the 3/4 round, which is something else I'm gonna need to do, by the way. I have to do 3/4 round too, but that's, first we got the drywall patched, that's all dry. Now we're gonna do texture. Okay, so back on track. So I got this. So one of the instructions, your first things you gotta do is you gotta shake the dickens out of it. So like at least a minute of shaking, okay? So you're gonna shake it, shake it, shake it. I really recommend practicing like on cardboard or cheap piece of plywood or something. In my case, I got a lot of paneling I just took off the wall that I was able to practice on. Because you're gonna kind of, and you don't wanna do straight lines, which you would think you'd wanna do straight lines. You don't, you kind of wanna go shh, feel it, so that you get the random patterns. And then you don't do this right away. You actually need to wait 4 or 5 minutes so it gets kind of tacky, you know? And then you're, with this too, you're gonna kind of do moments. Okay, so we're gonna go do that next. But I just wanted to show you everything in a good light before we get into a closet, because it's a closet. See you in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. Ta-da! And I don't know if you can even see it. So also, if you look around, you may see other holes, because again, I hung the paneling all of the brad nails. So we're going to, and it's got the little adjustments right here, which try to get out the picture so you can see. Where it says fine, it, so you twist it as to how much you want. And when you do that, if you look there, it makes the hole bigger and smaller. Isn't that neat? So, we're gonna oh, oops, I got some on the floor too. Okay, I'll clean that up when we do the 4 or 5 minute break. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna make it says 4 to 8 minutes. I'm gonna say 5 minutes. We'll wait 5 minutes, I'm gonna come back and we'll do the knockdown thingy, okay? And while we do that, I'll clean up the mess I made on the floor. Be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. That was like 6 minutes because I got sidetracked. Me? Sidetracked? Never. Okay, so we're gonna knock it down. We're gonna see what happens. Because when you look at knockdown walls, there's like some flat spots, some bubbly spots. I don't know why. I think the knockdown walls is awful. I hate them. And spoiler alert, my new house in North Carolina will not have knockdown walls. It won't. And if it does, I will sand them all down myself and make them not knockdown walls. And you don't realize until you're doing this how far out that spray goes, because it went all over the place. So I'm having to do this everywhere. So what I've learned by doing this is that don't just paint over it. Put primer first. So that's what I'm going to do next. But so you know, that's the knockdown. I'm going to bring you up close so you can see the texture really good. You can tell me what you think. Can you even tell? But see, you do not need to hire someone to come do the knockdown. For less than 10 bucks, you can get what you need, do it yourself in 20 minutes, okay? It honestly took as long to shake the can as it did to do the wall. So, thank you for watching. This is my next, this this was my next project and everything I got to do to get this house finished so we can sell it, so I can move closer to my grandbaby series. Talk to you later. Bye. Finishing touches. The walls all textured, painted the whole room. It's good. Just figured I'd let you know how the story ended. Bye.